Welcome back to Unschool Yourself for Teens. This is our next video, and we're super excited to share with you the information in this particular topic, on this particular topic, which is what's next. What's next? You may think to yourself, what do you mean, what's next? I'm just a kid. I get it. I get it. But you know what? You might have some people that are watching this video know exactly what they want to do. Or you may have some that are like, I have no clue whatsoever what I want to do in my future. I'm just a kid. Can't I be just a kid? Of course you can. You don't have to know today what you want to do for the rest of your life. We just want to give you some ideas, some things to ponder and think about so that you're prepared when that time comes. Maybe you're 12, 13 years old. You feel like, I got time. And you're absolutely right. Maybe you're 18 years old and you're saying, I still don't know what I want to do. That's all right too. Let's dive in and talk about some of your options, some of the directions that are possibilities for you. And then we'll do some journal pages together that I think will be really, 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 really helpful in you determining what direction you want to go, or maybe what direction you don't want to go, right? So let's talk about that. The next section, what's next, is just that. It's there to help you through all of those murky waters and questions and give you some ideas of different directions and different things that are out there that can help you determine what your direction will be. So in this section you will find, and you don't want to miss the inspirational section before you do the journal pages because there's very important information, but you want to take a look at that. In this section you'll find ideas about college, the military, entrepreneurship, travel, ministry or nonprofit work, trade school, public service, performing arts, the workforce, or even taking a gap year. You're going to find that a lot of the information that I share here will open your eyes and help you determine if that direction's for you or not. And it's all okay, because guess what? It's your life. You get to determine what you do. And guess what? Right now, you can begin preparing for it. You can start learning and growing and, pursuing those things that you love right now. You don't have to wait. And then, yeah, you are a kid, so you got time to play and enjoy as well. So that's the beauty of self-directed learning, is that you are in charge of your learning journey and you get to determine what direction you go and what you focus on. So let's go to the journal pages. In this particular section, I want you to do a what if game. You're going to fill out each and every question as if you're making that choice. For instance, if I was to choose college, what would I major in? Why? Why is that of interest to me? If I was to go into business, what kind of business would I start? I don't know. If I took a gap year, what would I spend my time doing? What about military? Travel, where do I want to go? Trade school, what skills do I want to perfect or gain? Nonprofit work, what group of people do I want to serve? Whose life do I want to make better? Workforce, there's all kinds of opportunities and things to think about. So I really want you to fill out every single section so that you kind of have an idea of your own thoughts and strategies and direction that you may or may not want to go. After you complete that particular journal section, we go to the career research. In this section, you have the ability to just choose a career that maybe you've thought about before and do the research on it. What are the requirements? Degrees or certificates necessary? Is this what interests me about this industry or this job? What do I really want to pursue this? How can I prepare for this type of job? These are the kinds of things that you'll be able to do, and there's several pages for you to do several different career research opportunities. Then we come to another part of the journal that is one of my favorite, and it is mapping out careers. So you'll see in the journal, you'll have bubbles on the page, and the middle bubble represents where you want to be, your ultimate dream or goal, your ultimate career. And then the small bubbles around that bubble are the different ways that you can get there. I want to give you an example of how this works. My oldest son began flying airplanes, believe it or not, at the age of 12. And he loved aviation. It was a passion and an inspiration that he had from a very young child. And so what we did with him is that we put what he wanted to do ultimately, which was own his own fleet of airplanes for rental, as well as an avionics company that services private airplanes. He put that in the middle bubble. And then we helped him figure out all the different directions he could go to pursue that. Was it the military? Was it starting his own business right out of high school? Was it working for someone and learning the trade before starting a business? Was it going to college? So we put all of those things around, and he got to ponder and think about and just kind of look at and determine, which direction he would want to take to get to that ultimate goal. And he ultimately chose his direction and is working in that industry today. So these things work. So I wanted you to kind of do that, and you have room to do that with several different career opportunities that will kind of give you an idea of what direction you want to go and what you can be doing to begin working in that direction. Now, one question that you want to ask yourself is, how will I get there? How do I want to pursue this particular dream or this particular goal or start this particular business? How do I get from where I am to where I want to be? So there is a section that we talk about that. Mentors. If you want to take classes to perfect your skills, even if it's, community college classes or going to college for that topic, you could start in a job very young and learn under someone as an apprentice. Or you can do job shadowing, which is what my son did for quite a while before he determined what he wanted to do. He went to a company that did what he wanted to do, and he shadowed every department to determine what area he really would want to work in. Interviews of people that are doing what you want to do. You want to be a surgeon? Interview some surgeons. If you want to be an airplane pilot, interview some pilots. If you want to be a lawyer or whatever the situation is, a singer, an actor, try to be in contact. And you have to be bold to do this, but you have to try to find a way to learn from those that are already operating in that particular industry, and that will give you an idea, is this really what I want to do, and what did they do to get to where they are? These are clues that will kind of help you determine what direction you want to go, how you want to do it, and things of that nature. So hopefully that was helpful. After we've already done the who are you, then we did our goal setting. Now we're talking about what's next? So I asked you that. What's next for you? You may or may not know right now, but hopefully these journal pages will help you kind of figure that out. I'll see you in the next video.